now.
You are watching a Traventures Media Group presentation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's going on? And welcome to this episode of Tech Talks. I'm your host, Travis, and I am with my boy, Jose. And this is really loud, so we're going to pipe this down. We are live on YouTube. Follow the Trav Media trifecta. Always like, comment, and share. So give us a little thumbs up and hit the little share button. And make sure you follow this channel because we will be putting together some more amazing Tech Talk posts. For this week's tech news, let's jump over to my boy, Jose Otero. Jose, what do you got for me, buddy?
Hey, man, thanks for coming in. Thanks for moving over to this platform. I think it's a fantastic idea. We'd be able to reach a lot more different folks and trying to push tech talks and overall what is important, right, in the technology world, whether it's as simple as a device, a wearable device, all the way to higher level information, how data is processed. Side note, get a better green screen. How about that? We start with that. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Come on, people. Unreal. But either way, I won't give you too much hassle about that. So I do want to bring it back though to something that happened on Friday. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with this, but Friday, this last Friday that happened was July 17th. And it happened to be World Emoji Day. Yes, indeed. So in World Emoji Day, Apple revealed some of the upcoming characters and what they would look like. It's kind of interesting overall, some of the ones that they're going to be releasing. So either way, one of the things that they look back all the way back into January, actually, is when the Apple Giant started to offering preview of what they would look like on Emojipedia. So if you folks don't know about Emojipedia, please check it out. Either way, on Friday, they revealed 13 of the 117 options that will be added this year as part of the Emoji 13.0 rollout. The newly uncovered emojis included the dodo bird,
The dodo bird?
Yeah, a beaver. Imagine that. A piñata. Hey. The boomerang. One of my personal favorites, a tamale, right? Or for those, a tamale. I'm not sure though if it's going to be a chicken or beef, but we'll leave that as that. They also have a transgender symbol, pinched fingers, and a ninja that is actually comes out in one of the emojis. Thoughts on that, Travis? What do you think?
Oh, well, first off, I absolutely love the flexibility of that they're giving people in their emoji choices. You know, not everything is directly translatable. You know, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So having the options and know-how to use emojis can really enhance your communication style, especially in text, where text is traditionally taken out of context. So, you know, have you ever texted someone okay, or someone texted you okay, and you're like, what do you mean okay? Like okay, or like we
Like,
good?
Okay.
Like, oh, are we good to go? Or like, okay, am I sleeping on the couch tonight? Or yeah.
Okay. In all fairness, just in the level of communication, I learned this years ago, why you really shouldn't say the word okay, even as we're doing like this, because whenever you say okay, you could be in agreement of a lot of different things, just in general. So the way that you better define your response, apart from texting, is super interesting. So Travis, let me jump in though. So iPad 80 is one of our anonymous hosts. I don't know how many people have anonymous hosts. We do have an anonymous host. Anonymity. Anonymity. So either way, he will remain anonymous by face. Maybe down the road, after so many people decide to contact us and let us actually see who is. But for now, we'll call him Jerry. How about that? We'll just call him Jerry, our anonymous host, iPad 80. Your thoughts on Emoji Day overall?
Go ahead and unmute.
Yeah, well, I definitely, I feel like that's definitely pretty helpful, to have more emojis. So now, you're able to express yourself in many different ways, whether it's from a piñata or to a beaver,
I'm glad that you didn't say the zucchini or squash right next to the Well, apparently our anonymous Jerry is what we'll call him now. He likes it. So for those of you folks that may be interested in it again, you want to be able to check it out on the Emoji Clip. I can never get it right as far as the pronunciation. It must be like the whole English, Spanish thing, right? Emojipedia. Again, the online dictionary that explains each character symbolizes. Okay. All right. So on to next news. Hey, so this was exciting overall. I'm from San Diego. That's no secret. I'm a Cali kid. Always will be a Cali kid. And this year, though, I was happy to hear that Comic-Con 2020 is moving virtual. Did you guys hear about this?
I actually did, because that's my jam. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a comic book nerd.
Is that your mask? Is that your coronavirus mask?
This is actually what I wear whenever I go grocery shopping. So, if you see me wearing this, just mind your business. Just, you do you, boo-boo. I'll do me. I got my mask. You got yours. So my mask saves lives.
Here's my mask. I'm walking into the store. Right? Either way, yeah. So Comic-Con 2020 is virtual and free. How to watch the SDCC. So if you're from Cali, you call it SDCC. But
however, the
what
big news behind Comic-Con is the fact that Marvel isn't even going to be there. So
I don't even know if they should have been there to begin with.
Well, yeah.
So bam, now we can start our Comic-Con rivalries. So about that,
they're actually with I'll geek out real quick with my Marvel side of things and the comic books. So Marvel isn't even going to be at this year's San Diego Comic-Con. They are actually having their own Comic-Con, because right now they are in such a tight space with they were supposed to release Black Widow in March or April. That didn't happen. Then May, not happening. June, didn't happen. July, almost over. We're still not getting it. And they really want to be able
Losers. Just kidding.
They really want to be able to give the Black Widow movie its own real the merit that character deserves within the comic book realm. Scarlett Johansson headlining the first. She was the first Avenger, finally getting the first female Avenger, finally getting her dues on the big screen with the Black Widow movie as they're preparing for their Phase 4. So they want to make sure that Black Widow gets released, because that's going to open up a can of worms into the Phase 4, where you have WandaVision.
So you got worms and Black Widow spiders. Is what you're
worms, Black Widow spiders. You've got
no wonder Marvel can't get their shit together. They're
Falcon,
dealing with worms.
Winter Soldiers. But they have a specific timeline. So San Diego Comic-Con just didn't happen to fall within that timeline. So they're actually going to be doing their own releases. Not to say that there aren't a lot of amazing comic books out there that are awesome. So check it out. You know, the 2020 virtual SD Comic-Con. So
Yeah, for sure. You know, one of those things again. I remember being in college and being down there in San Diego. It was just an amazing time overall. Sad to miss it in person this year.
right, that's your old stomping ground.
It is, man. Yeah, I'm a Cali kid, so I'm certainly happy though that many people can participate in it this year. And hopefully, as we move into the in-person visits, that will become even a more popular event in the future, since it's already a really cool event. And speaking of cool events, I'm an Apple user. You know, I'm the Apple user overall. I'm an Apple product type of guy. Not gonna deny it. However, though, big announcement coming out: Samsung to reveal 5 new devices at its August 5th Unpacked event. Samsung will announce again these 5 new devices with the upcoming it's another online event. It's called Unpacked on August 5th. Tae-Moon Roh, the president and head of the company's mobile communication and businesses, shared a tidbit in a blog post that Samsung published today. So I'm not sure if people have caught on to that. And here's a small little quote. At this summer's Galaxy Unpacked, we will be introducing 5 new powerful devices, he said. You will be empowered to live life to the fullest with these devices in your hand, in your ears, and in your wrist. Hey! We've been talking a lot about wearable technology today. So based on information and all the leaks that we're seeing out there in recent weeks, and we've reported on some of these as well, we can infer that Samsung will announce 3 new phones. The Galaxy Note 20, Note 20 Plus, imagine that, and in the same theme, the Note 20 Ultra. So a pair of true wireless headphones called the Galaxy Buds Live, and the new smartwatch that will be at Unpacked 2020. Interesting timing when it comes to the Galaxy Buds Live, considering what Amazon just announced last week with their earbuds and what can happen. Anonymous Jerry, did you hear what happened with the Amazon earbuds by any chance? Has that caught wind, or what are you guys doing to fix that in the underground world?
I actually did not hear about the Amazon earbuds, but please enlighten me.
Oh, sir, I'm sorry that you have not caught this. Okay, so yeah, the anonymous world has not reached this this crazy thing that Amazon put out. So last week they put out a statement for those users that have these technologies that their product will warm up and they will overheat. So if you hear if you feel that your ears are on fire, it's not because someone's talking about you. It's literally they might be on fire. Unfortunate situations. So that is what's happening with those overall. But again, interesting timing on the whole wearable technology when it comes to the earbuds, as Amazon's competing. Apple is still at that price point for their AirPods. They're not really giving ground on each new version. They're still at that $299, $399 price point. So I'm guessing that they're going to be somewhere around in that price point in competition as well. And the new smartwatch. Can't wait to see it, how it's going to compete with my Apple Watch. Just saying.
So I'm really interested in seeing what their new phones, right? They have 3 new phones that they're coming out with, not just one, right? So do you think one of them may be a foldable phone?
I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm not going to go out and buy it. I'm an Apple product guy. Again, exciting for those Samsung products. I don't really care if it's foldable with the 30 pieces. Nah.
I do.
I know you do.
And many other people do as well.
Nobody else cares about the world for Samsung.
People love their toys, and I love technology, and just being able to see what people come up with next. With I was it 2 weeks ago, Jose, where I pulled up some schematics that Apple submitted for a what's that called? Not like a patent. So they submitted a foldable phone patent, and I'm wondering if maybe Samsung has been sniffing around on that. It's interesting that even the collaboration, so that the parts on your phone is actually made. The parts in your phone are actually made by Samsung. 90% of your phone is made by Samsung, the hardware at least. So,
fake news.
Not fake news.
Fake news.
Not fake news at all. In fact, there were litigations where I don't know exactly how it all played out, but because of that, Samsung was able to refine their processes. And it's kind of got into a sticky situation. I believe it's all ironed out now, with probably $1 million of settlements, but just something that you think about. Where does your stuff come from? Who's tooting horns? Who's making widgets? Who's who's on the other end of who's behind the curtain, right?
Anonymous Jerry doesn't. I wonder what products he would use. I mean, clearly he's not going to tell us, because that way, he can remain anonymous. But maybe we can build on that throughout. We can actually pick up on some cues on what kind of, and that way we get to maybe we'll be able to figure out who this Anonymous Jerry is at one point or another. But hey, let me go on to the next topic, please.
Yeah,
so, many of us have an email service, whether it's through iCloud, Gmail. I think I have like 2 or 3 different Gmail addresses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a Yahoo, and I had an MSN, and Excite, and I don't know how many different email addresses that I've had. The only time that I had to pay for one was when I was with AOL, and that was like whenever we used to load, right? AOL via a CD-ROM. Anyway, long story short, Jason Fried, he is the founder of Hey, H-E-Y, exclamation point. So Hey wants you to spend $100 a year for a new kind of email service, right? Well, maybe not 100, it's $99. So quote him, everybody really should change their email every 15 years or so. Your current email address has been bought and sold and traded, and it's full of junk. A fresh start is a great thing. Fried, again, who is the founder of Hey, it's the email service that debuted in mid-June, ready, and has picked up 200,000 downloads from people ready to add Hey at hey.com to the end of their email. I myself did it this morning. I downloaded it. Super easy process to be able to do. Right now, they're running in their free trial and their free overall experience to be able to see what it does and what it doesn't do. One of the best things that I liked about it is providing my privacy in all those tracking tools that are out there. And Chimps, for example, right? You sell something, you send an email out through MailChimp, and then you can see how many times my email has been opened, or how many times I have opened that email. And you can also track to see how many people have forwarded that email from one to the other, right? You also know what device I opened up the email from, whether it was a mobile. You can also identify the IP address. There are so many different tracking mechanisms that we utilize to be able to see the life of an email. People don't realize that, folks, but there is a lot of data we can gather in the background just based off of email to form some sort of opinion or form some sort of strategy behind what it is that we're doing. And we're the good guys. We're not even the bad guys using emails here. So
And
hey,
it sounds like what Hey is trying to do is, remove spoofing and any kind of being able to better track blacklisted websites or email addresses.
just in general, that's just one of the number of things that they're offering to be able to help with security, to cleaning up your email. Super easy, diverse platform to dump your pictures into it as well. So it's not just for email, but you can use a photo folder. I think it was like a super simple term. I was like, oh yeah, no shit, that makes sense. We should just call it that. That's how easy it is, right? And their email as well. It's I am logged in or something like that. It's like I'm logged in. Again, super simple, way easy to use terminology with a little bit of a play. Clearly not that easy if I can't remember it, because just my brain is like hardwired to go the long route in a much more complicated way. But when I was looking through it and taking a real in-depth and navigating through, super easy platform to be able to use, very clean. For $100, I don't know, it might be worth it. I don't know. I'd have to check it out more to really see. However, $50 for what I got a chance to see it, for sure. Interesting model though. Mid-June released, 200,000 downloads already.
Yeah. Well, you're also competing with Gmail, which is a monster in the in that space, and Gmail not only has its services that work pretty well, but it's also tied into your Google Docs, your Google Sheets, your Google Slides, Google Forms, all of those things, and your Google Drive, your calendar. So, if understanding how that platform works with, because right now with a Gmail account, you're getting all these things for free.
I'm really curious on Anonymous Jerry. How is this something you're just digging and loving because it'll help maintain your anonymous background in general, or what are your thoughts on this type of email software?
I don't know. This is all like kind of news to me. Like from these talks, like I learn a lot. Like I didn't know about this stuff before, or anything like. So I'm still kind of trying to like process this like new information, because I never even knew emails could go in like that in depth. But it's kind of, this is why I tune in, because I like to enlighten myself and learn new things.
Oh no, we might be making him more capable of hiding his identity, and all I want to do is reveal it. Damn it. I can't believe it. Oh my. All right. Hey, last news that I have to offer here. It's actually really sad what happened. Fahim Saleh, he was a tech CEO. He was murdered. His body was found last week.
What was his name?
Saleh is the last name, Saleh. First name's Fahim. Fahim Saleh. He's a slain tech CEO. He helped bring the big tech to developing world. The force behind Gokada, Gokada, and Pathao, Pathao. It's a ride-handling apps. Well, he was found last week on Monday. His body, we won't get into that. It's really bad stuff. How overall his life was ended. But his friends and many people within India refer to him as the Elon Musk of the developing world. They compared him to the Energizer Bunny. He was the battery hawking rabbit that never ran out of juice. He brought ride-hailing, right? Hey, ride-hailing services to impoverished nations, where motorbikes were much more common than taxi cabs through the Gokada or through the Patho apps. These companies now worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He was also a founding partner of Adventure Capital, a Manhattan venture capital fund that largely backed companies for food delivery app let me go back over here. App on and Facebook, and catered to the hungry college students. Imagine that, hungry college students, right? But I wonder how they get hungry. Either way. So he founded a social networking blog back when he was in high school. Only his friends used it, which is like most of the things, that a lot of the, developing folks do is you get your circle of friends and then you get them to forward it on, et cetera. Either way, his limitless imagination often prompted comparisons to other great inventors or innovators, that were really close to him. And unfortunately, again, the 33-year-old entrepreneur was found dead last week. And however, just over the weekend, they did pick up somebody that would be a high-level suspect that would be able to bring justice to this heinous crime that was committed. So to his family, we are very sorry for your loss. For those people that work for the different companies, we are also sorry for the leadership loss within your company. And we hope that justice can be served, but either way, nothing can really bring back an innovator and an inventor like him at a very young age. So again, very sorry for your loss. And with that, we hope that other younger individuals may be able to follow in his footsteps and be able to bring their products to the marketplace and use him as a positive influence and admiration, that people can have for him to be able to solve real world problems overall. So that's the sad news, but I did have to share that overall. It is something that is important to the tech community, a major loss.
When people pass, one of the things that, you honor their legacy and the impact that they've had on, sounds like he had a huge impact on not just a small little community of family and friends, but basically being able to bring transportation and food to otherwise remote parts of the world. So kudos.
Absolutely. And all the different jobs that he created, apart from providing the services and the solutions, all the different jobs that he was able to create, good, high-paid wages for different folks, not exploiting anybody's talent, and helping other individuals build their platform, and bring their technology into the fold, essentially. And that's what we do, right? We help each other bring technology from one platform into the other. And, if one of us is failing as a partner, the other one picks up what they're dropping overall.
Right on. Cool. Well, we are at the half-hour mark as we dove into this week's Monday edition of Tech Talks. If you want more of us, you can jump over to our Facebook group or Facebook page at Trav Media Group. So facebook.com/Trav Media Group, TRAV Media Group. And you can check out more of our Tech Talks over there. Or is it over there? Up here? Or is it down here? I don't know. Jump over to Facebook. Check us out. I think you'll like our stuff if you like this one. And we look to be doing more of these in the upcoming weeks. So to Monday, 12:30, and we will be jamming in. We started a little bit earlier this week just to so we can iron out some things, but we look forward to coming back to you at this 12:30 spot on Mondays. We're going to be over on Facebook on Wednesdays and just testing out some algorithms. So if you like us, share us, and we hope to see you soon. That being said, Jose, you got anything for us?
Yeah, no, thanks for crossing over into the platform today, checking us out. I want to develop a plan to have our anonymous Jerry be discovered on who he is. I need to know what anonymous Jerry looks like someday, but until then, I will wait and I will recruit lots of help so that maybe somebody can figure out who it is that is behind that microphone.
Do we do it like a kind of like a gender reveal party?
Yeah, man. We know the gender.
We'll get balloons.
We know it's a
we'll
gender.
Get balloons with Jerry's face on it, right? So it's just I just open up a box and balloons with Jerry's face, just all over my back.
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to figure it out, though. Much sooner than later. I hope we can figure it out within the first 10, 15 episodes. If we don't, we're gonna need lots of people's help to help us figure out who this anonymous.
Like that, unscramble the picture.
Yeah, maybe he can give us a clue every single week, and for maybe 10, 15 weeks, and then if we put it all together, we can actually then have a reveal. Either way, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.
Take care now.